Were you surprised that there were so many cameras in his houses?
No!
That he was recording these?
Of course. He is the J. Edgar Hoover of hip-hop.
Now, I'm not going to be defensive. I'm just going to state facts.
Okay.
There's no one in the music industry who reportedly makes Diddy more uneasy than Jaguar Wright. And while this woman boldly exposed the not-so-glamorous dealings happening behind the hip-hop scene, revealing truly disturbing details about the bad boy CEO and his secret life, it seems like Diddy finally has taken legal steps against Jaguar for revealing sensitive information about his private dealings to the authorities. In case you didn't know, Jaguar allegedly works with the authorities behind the scenes, and it's said that she disclosed Puffy's shady activities, along with some footage to the feds. Now, her brave move wasn't without consequences. As she said, she received an alarming message suggesting that powerful people are targeting her.
That's why they do it. To make you an example. To remind you what they're willing to do. To keep things the way they want them.
It's not like Jaguar couldn't see this turn of events. She's been targeting the shady elites as long as we know her and raised concern about Puffy's crimes and conspiracies, which date back to the time when Diddy was a part of Uptown Records. But now, with fresh allegations of deep-seated corruption and exploitation within the music industry implicating Diddy and other powerful figures, the feds have reportedly looked into Jaguar's old claims and plan to investigate some other crimes linked to Diddy. In the past, Jaguar accused Diddy of exploiting up and coming artists and engaging in pretty dangerous practices. She also suggested that Diddy had inappropriate relationships within the industry, including a secret relationship with some of his male artists. Moreover, she hinted at Diddy's possible involvement in the demise of Christopher Wallace, known to the world as the Notorious B.I.G.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive.
Jaguar's actions are not just about exposing individual misdeeds for entertainment. They are about highlighting a culture of manipulation and power misuse in the music industry. She was the first to back up Cassie after her wild essay lawsuit against Diddy hit the headlines last year, saying, "Cassie, I will advocate for you. Because see, I know something that a lot of people don't know. I know you and Kim had to sit down right before she left us. I know Kim had very good advice to give, and I believe that these are why things are happening as they are happening now." But here's the thing no one expected. Jaguar's willingness to speak out against these practices and target the music mogul has put her at risk with personal danger and even lawsuit now looming over her, but she continues to push forward with her mission.
It's wild. They pay big to do damage and procure victims.
Jaguar Wright has described Diddy as a master manipulator who uses his influential connections to impact decisions in people's personal and professional lives significantly. According to her, Diddy has used his power to silence and blacklist artists who have been a part of his label or knew him too well at various points in their careers. While NDAs are standard for some artists, it's said that Diddy's agreements are a new level of intimidation. And while these contracts are used as tools to protect an artist's private life, the scope and breadth of Diddy's NDA, according to lawyers, is far beyond the norm. However, most often, when the bad boy fears that some of his artists will start sharing too much, he uses another way to silence them. And that's what Jaguar Wright has been saying since the very start.
I wish I could explain.
Yeah,
but if I explain how I knew, that could hurt some people.
Now, as the part of Diddy's secret agreements was made public, it's clear why there aren't too many accusers who come forward to reveal his shady dealings. It's been said that the music mogul uses watertight non-disclosure agreements to stop people talking about him, his family, or associates for his lifetime, plus 20 years. However, Jaguar has never worked with this man, yet she was very close to some people who have reportedly lost their life at Diddy's hands. Even aside those yet unsolved crimes, like Tupac, Biggie, and Kim Porter's demises, Jaguar claimed that the psychological manipulation and division he fostered among the artists was even worse than a person can bear. The lack of a supportive system, like the Me Too movement at that time, left many of Diddy's artists without protection, bound by numerous NDAs and contracts that stripped away their rights and autonomy.
Been trained under Diddy. He was the hardest person that you can work for, and it was torture. And not the work part of it, but the other stuff.
Apparently, there's a long list of mistreated artists, but only a few of them had the courage to voice their grievances against Diddy's practices. Usher, Justin Bieber, Aubrey O'Day, all these people at some point tried to hint at what's happening with them, but forcefully bound by NDA, they couldn't openly speak about anything they had endured. As another former bad boy artist, Mark Curry, said, "I think he's very capable of doing that. It's in his character. It's who he is. That's what comes with power. That's what comes with arrogance. When you have a history of violence, it becomes a problem." Now, Diddy wants to fiercely protect his reputation and image, and while Jaguar Wright is not bound by any agreement with the disgraced music mogul, it looks like he wants to find another approach to silence her. However, she already let all the cats out of the bag and people are siding with her. As one person commented, "I love the way she just comes out and says everything. There is no apologies. It is what it is." And another user added, "The fact she has been right 9 out of 10 times and she hasn't been sued yet tells you she's telling the truth." Despite the serious allegations against him, Diddy is not yet ready to give up. He continues his intimidating campaign and plans to fight for his freedom until the end. And Jaguar Wright is under fire this time because her statements paint a vivid picture of how Diddy's influence could control and potentially harm the careers and lives of those around him.
He thinks he's God.
As Wright continues to speak out, the impact of her revelations and secret work with the feds remains to be seen. However, one thing's for sure, there are now concerns for her safety. Diddy is facing severe allegations that might soon place him in a quite precarious position. And it's not like he wouldn't put up a fight before he goes down entirely. But here's the thing, even with the wild accusations in plain sight, the music mogul still have a lot of connections and allies in the industry, with the majority of them refusing to act as witnesses and basically covering for him. As one of his co-defendants in the SA lawsuit said, "This is a tale of fiction. I have never participated in, witnessed, nor heard of anything like this, ever. These disgusting allegations are false and a desperate attempt for financial gain. But it's not the truth and public sympathy are on their side. In fact, even more troubling details about the activities Diddy was involved in started to surface, and it all sheds even more light on the criminal ring he had created in the hip-hop industry."
Any of these allegations are proved to be true. It crumbles an empire that so many people used as a blueprint of success.
The talk of the whole town is the infamous freak-off sessions orchestrated by Diddy, where disturbing practices, including the use of prohibited substances and illegal intimate encounters, occurred. As Diddy's accusers say, these sessions were documented on video, suggesting that evidence of the alleged activities might exist. In a Rodney Jones filing against Diddy's, it's mentioned that Tecumseh has recordings of several celebrities, artists, music label executives, and athletes engaging in illegal activity. These individuals were recorded without their knowledge and consent. Moreover, Jones also claimed the rapper was regularly partying with intimate workers and high school girls. He claimed Diddy would make all attendees of his parties sign non-disclosure agreements.
This has been one of the most troubling things.
Well, knowing how much the music mogul wanted to protect his secret life, it's no wonder that it took so many years to uncover the disgusting details happening at his gatherings and beyond. Adding to the complexity of Diddy's situation, federal authorities have recently raided his properties in Miami and Los Angeles. And it's said that it was Jaguar Wright who's working along the feds behind the scenes in the attempt to bring the music mogul down. The outcomes of these raids could be huge, shedding light on the breadth and depth of the legal challenges Diddy may face. These developments cast a long shadow over Diddy's career, and the consequences can be quite serious for him and everyone who aided this man in his crimes.
He's got guns and he's got semen-coated fucking VHS tape.
The ongoing investigations into Diddy's criminal activities and legal battles may test the limits of his influence and could potentially lead to significant repercussions for his future and those around him. While many of his victims and accomplices are too afraid or even threatened to speak out, Jaguar Wright continues spilling the uncomfortable truth, gaining more support from the public. As one person commented, "This lady speaks the truth always. She wouldn't ruin her reputation by lying pell. She's a queen." And another user added, "If Diddy hurts her, we have cause, premeditation, and all the evidence we need against you, Diddy." From we learn in the last few weeks, it's clear that Diddy's troubles are far from over. Further developments, which could have far-reaching implications not only for the music mogul, but everyone exposing him as well. But folks, what do you think about all this? Could Diddy be protecting himself by suing whistleblowers? And do you think that Jaguar is in danger? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to check my other videos.